Hi guys, welcome to today's training. So we are going to be focusing on getting back on track, doing a bit of goal setting, short and long term, and also breaking down your weekly intentions, daily targets that you want to be hitting, and just focusing on getting you closer towards your goals. So get your PDF ready. This one you can write along with and take note of your own goals because you'll have your own little bit to write in them. So I'm just going to share my screen. And get this wee bit ready. So this is what you should be looking at as well. This one is going to be all about getting specific with your goals. So it's really generic to have things like I want to lose some weight, I want to tone up, I want to change the way I look, things like that. And now it's time to get specific. We don't want you to be dragging on and on and on, not really seeing any progress, having a kind of idea in mind of some weight loss, but not really knowing where you want to be heading. So this is what this is all about. If we look at the first one, getting specific, what do you want to achieve more than anything? So if I was to give you a few months, okay, so it says 3 months' time, what do you want to be at? Where do you want to be? What would make you happy? Like, what would be a reasonable target for you to achieve in the next 3 months? So that seems like quite a big goal. You might have an ultimate target, but let's just look at 3 months just now. What do you want to achieve more than anything by then? Okay, and try and be realistic. Don't say you want to lose 10 stone or something like that. Okay, let's try and be a bit more real and see what we can achieve in this amount of time. Okay, so in this little box, you've got space for you to put what you want to achieve more than anything. So whatever this long-term goal might be, fire it in there and then look at your why. What will it mean to you to achieve this? Will it make you happier? Will it make you feel fitter? Do you want to be feeling healthier? Do you want to be sleeping better? Do you want to have more energy? Do you want to be more active? Do you want to be more confident? Do you want to be able to spend more time with your friends and family? Do you want to feel more sociable? Do you want to just feel absolutely energized? What is it going to mean to you to achieve this? Is it going to improve the quality of your life to achieve this goal? Does it mean that you're going to stop feeling self-conscious getting your picture taken? Is it meaning you're going to be able to go on holiday and hit the beach and put on your bikini and not feel self-conscious? Is it meaning getting back into your jeans? Is it meaning you've got lovely work clothes in your wardrobe that you want to fit into? Is it anything like this? Whatever your goals might be. Is it meaning you can walk up and down the stairs and not feel out of breath? Does it mean you're going to have better quality of sleep because you're exercising more and you're being more active regularly and you're using up more energy and it means you've got a clearer head and you're just getting a better quality of sleep? Is it meaning that maybe you've got symptoms from period pain, menopause, things like that? Is this better quality of life going to alleviate these symptoms from having better diet and exercise and better health choices? Fire them down in your why because that's going to be so important and it's only you that knows how you're going to feel, how this is going to make you feel, all these changes. So put them in your why just now. Then let's look at some barriers. I want you to take your time and think about what's holding you back. Why have you not achieved this already? What is actually standing in your way and holding you back from achieving this? Is it because you've not got enough time? Is it because you've not got a plan? Is it because you've got a plan but you're not following it and you're not letting your coach know that it's not going to plan? Is it because you're really falling behind and you're a bit embarrassed to ask for more help? That shouldn't be a thing. You know I'm here for you no matter what. So if you have fallen behind or your plan isn't working or you're not following it and you're not seeing results, you need to let me know. That's why we're doing this just now, because we need to make sure that you are confident that you're going to be set on the right track and we're not going to be wasting any more time. Okay, we've got barriers. I'm here to help you get past these barriers, overcome them. So write down what you think is holding you back right now. Is it choices or lack of education or knowledge? That's why we do these trainings. I want to help provide as much information to you guys as possible. So if you think there's something in particular that you don't know very much about, you don't maybe know what you should be eating, you don't know what exercise you should be doing, you don't know how to lose weight, whatever it might be, these barriers that are in your way, pop them down there, what's holding you back. Okay, if it might be that you want to have a better bum, if you want to work your glutes and train your glutes a bit more, is it that you're working out but you're not seeing any changes to your figure? Anything like that. Okay, how can you overcome them? So we know what these barriers are, so it's time to figure out what you need to do to get past these barriers. If it's that you're not getting enough time to get your workouts done, okay, how can you overcome that? Well, what you do is you go and look at the training on taking ownership of your time and you plan when you're going to do your workouts, whether it's getting up earlier in the morning to get your workouts done first thing, whether it's setting time aside in your lunch time or just in your day in general to get them done, and make sure that people aren't booking over your time, or make sure that people aren't scheduling meetings in when you should be working out, or making sure that you're not giving up all this time at the drop of a hat because something else comes along. Okay, it's about prioritizing your time for your workouts and making sure that nothing else gets in the way. Can you do that? Are you able to put these things in place? Is it that your day is just so hectic you need to train in the evening, but maybe you're too tired come evening? What can you do about that? Can you maybe have a wee coffee mid-afternoon to try and perk you up? Can you maybe have a better lunch so that you've got a bit more energy to sustain you through the day? Is it maybe just that you are not suited to train in the evenings, and maybe you should look at training first thing in the morning? Can you get up a bit earlier? And if that's really not an option, maybe you need to just be stricter, set some things in place so that you are not tempted to just go home when you're finished work, or to just sack off your workout in the evening. Is it having someone to keep you accountable? Is it maybe having a workout buddy? Is it maybe seeing your PT in the evening instead of during the day in the morning? Is it anything like that that you can get done? Is it setting out your kit or having it with you so that you just get changed and go straight to the gym from work? What are these things that you can put in place to help you overcome these barriers? Every problem has a solution. So get your problems in the barrier section. Try and think up some solutions of your own. But if you are stuck, then obviously I'm here to help you go through them as well. And now let's look at short-term goals. So you have your ultimate long-term goal that you want to achieve. Then you've got a more realistic 3-month goal that you want to achieve. What will it mean to you to achieve this goal? All those kind of things we've just been through. We've looked at the barriers that are standing in your way of achieving this goal, and we've looked at some solutions that can help you get past these barriers. So now let's look at 5 short-term goals and break them down, because it's the little steps that keep the momentum going to help us achieve these long-term goals. Your long-term goal might seem really unattainable and far away. It might seem impossible. You might feel like you're nowhere near it. So let's break it down to some short-term goals just now and see, well, what can I do to keep me motivated? Do you know what? I've always wanted to be able to run for a certain length, a certain distance. Say you want to run 5K, that could be a short-term goal. Put that down there. That is going to help keep you fit. It's going to keep you active. It's going to get your step count up. It's going to get your NEAT levels up. So by running more frequently, that might be a good goal that's going to help you in the long term, maybe reach a weight loss goal. It's maybe going to help you reach a fitness or health goal, whatever it might be. If you're wanting to lose weight, a short-term goal might be to complete a step target every day for a month. That might be a really good short-term goal. It might be to cook 5 new meals in the next month to try something different that matches your calorie goal. It might be substituting sweet treats or high sugar treats, or treats that you kind of tend to overindulge in, maybe at the weekends or something. Maybe it's, instead of having a takeaway, we're going to cook something this weekend. That could be a short-term goal. We might do that for a full month. We might do that for the next few months. Pop some goals like that. That's 4. Let's do one more. Maybe you've got an aesthetic goal that you want to develop your glutes, but you're really not seeing any changes and it's really stubborn. Instead of focusing so much on seeing your glutes changing, let's try and get a squat personal best in there, or a personal best on your hip thrust. Yeah, so let's just put these little things in place to try, or maybe ask Fiona for a booty challenge or a little finisher to give you a little booty pump at the end of your workouts and make you feel better. What are things that we can put in place to get you buzzing, keep you working consistently, to help get you to your longer term goals? Try and keep them relative to your long term goals as well. Try and keep them in the same vein, because there's no point having a long term goal that's really specific and then having all these random short term goals in place that get nothing to do with what you want to achieve. So try and keep them all in the same vein. 5 short term goals that will help get you closer to your long term goal. If you're struggling, let me know. I'm obviously full of ideas. I can think of loads of things that can keep you motivated. But obviously this is going to come for you as well. I can't just give you goals that you're not interested in and mean nothing to you, because you just won't be arsed about working towards them. So try and have some things in mind that are going to help get you to where you want to be. Okay, so that's 5 short-term goals. Now let's look at your daily targets. So we break down, we've got your long-term goal, we've got short-term goals, and then daily targets and weekly intentions are also going to be really beneficial. So it's like the jar. I don't know if you've heard this analogy. It's like having a jar and having it full of big rocks. So these big rocks are your long-term goals and they fill up the jar. But then there's still lots of space. So we fill the jar with pebbles. These pebbles are like your short-term goals. And then we've got tiny little stones, and these are your daily targets and your weekly intentions that make up the full jar. If that is you, if your jar was a goal, That's what your jar is made up of. I think I've used it incorrectly, but you get what I mean. So your daily targets, what are little things that you can do every day to make your day better? Is it going for a walk at lunchtime? Is it drinking enough water? Is it switching off your phone at a certain time? Is it winding down with your friends and family? Maybe having a nice dinner, chatting with everyone, reconnecting, talking about your day? Is it having a read before you go to bed, doing something that you enjoy, a hobby? It might be knitting, it might be colouring in, it might be playing a board game, it might just be watching TV. Anything, doing something for yourself that makes you happy every day. Is there anything like that that you can do that's going to be beneficial, it's going to be positive? Is it maybe sitting down doing a bit of journaling before you go to bed, maybe doing a mind dump and clearing your mind and writing down loads of things that you need to get out there so that you can just let your brain relax before you go to sleep? There's lots of little habits that you can put in there. These are generally the things that we have in your Trainerize app that we discuss together. So pop them in there, and that means that I can update your habit tracker as well. And then weekly intentions, again, little things that you do every week. It might be that you want to hit a certain step target for the week. It might be that this week I want to be able to complete all my workouts, tick all the boxes, eat well, and not cheat on my plan at all. I want to do everything perfectly this week. Now, remember, I'm not always looking for perfect, but that's just an example that you have a week, a solid week where you just tick everything off. That could be a weekly intention. A weekly intention could be, I want to complete all my daily targets this week. Maybe this week I want to make some healthier choices when I go out for lunch with my friends. I don't necessarily have to have what they're having or feel left out, or I want to be able to go out and socialise but still stay on plan. That might be a weekly intention. Anything like that that you can think of, pop that in there as well. Because these are all the little things that build up. So complete all of these things together and have a look at it and say, well, do you know what? I've got a few barriers, I've got a few things that I'm wanting to achieve, but I'm not getting there. When you break them down, it actually helps you see that these things aren't impossible, but there are things that are standing in your way. There's always a reason why you're not where you're at. And if you need help, then obviously reach out. You can send me these, let me have a look at them, and we can update them together. We can go through it together. You can book in for a chat with me, book in for a call. If you're ever feeling lost, come back to this and look through your list and say, well, do you know what? I'm actually not that interested in reaching this goal anymore. I don't care about it, and that's why I'm not getting it. Or I really want to achieve this goal, but I'm just not doing what I need to do to get there. I can't do it. It's too difficult, or there's too much in place. Everyone's expecting too much of me. I've got a really busy time right now and I'm going to struggle. So I need to ask for you. Maybe even things like coming up to certain periods like holidays or Christmas, when there's a lot of stuff going on and your situations change, you need to let me know so that we can adapt things together. So go through this, always come back to this whenever you're struggling. And if you feel like you're maybe losing a bit of motivation or just feeling a bit meh, and you're just like, I don't know what I'm doing right now, I feel like I'm just kind of treading water and I'm not actually getting anywhere, then come back to this wee list because they're really, really helpful going through these to help try and get you back on track. Whenever you're feeling a bit lost or you feel off the wagon, come back to this and come to me as well, book in for a call and we can go through this together and get you on track.